You are not allowed to be here.
Why are you saying so much?
You are not allowed to be here.
You're interfering with
You're interfering with our so I think you must go.
I think you must go. Otherwise I'm going to arrest you as well. Because I don't know.
Does apartheid still exist in South Africa? The video we just watched made me curious to find out about the town of Orania. How would anyone say that a certain people are not welcome or supposed to be in a particular location in their own country? South Africa, a country with a segregated town in this 2024. Last week I heard about the town of Orania. Orania is a unique and controversial town in South Africa, known for being a self-declared Afrikaner enclave. Located in the Northern Cape province, along the banks of the Orange River, Orania was founded in 1991 by a group of Afrikaners who sought to preserve their cultural heritage and language following the end of apartheid and the beginning of majority rule in South Africa. The town was established on a site that was originally developed in the 1960s as a workers' village for the Orange River project, which was an irrigation scheme. After the project was completed, the site was abandoned and the land lay unused for several years. In 1990, Karel Boshoff, a prominent Afrikaner intellectual and son-in-law of apartheid architect Hendrik Verwoerd, led the purchase of the town by a group of Afrikaners who were concerned about the future of their people in the new South Africa. They were particularly worried about losing their language, culture, and identity as political power shifted to the majority black population. The group envisioned Orania as a place where Afrikaners could live according to their own cultural norms and values. Orania is run by a local governing body called the Orania Representative Council. The town's economy is based on agriculture, small-scale industries, and tourism. The town has its own currency, the Ora, which is pegged to the South African rand. One of the defining features of Orania is its strict policy of only allowing Afrikaners to live and work in the town. The town's residents must identify with Afrikaner culture, speak Afrikaans, and adhere to the town's social and cultural values. This policy has been highly controversial and led to accusations of racism and segregation, although the town's founders and residents argue that their intentions are not racist, but rather aimed at cultural preservation. Orania has been a subject of much debate and criticism within South Africa. Critics see it as a throwback to apartheid-era ideals of racial separation, while supporters argue that it is a legitimate expression of cultural self-determination. The town has remained relatively small, with a population that has slowly grown to around 2,000 people as of 2023. Despite the controversy, Orania has been allowed to exist within South Africa's constitutional framework as the country's laws protect cultural rights and self-determination. The town has also engaged in dialogue with the South African government, and some national leaders, including former President Nelson Mandela, visited Orania in the past, acknowledging its residents' rights to live as they choose. Orania continues to attract Afrikaners who are interested in its cultural vision. The town has its own schools, businesses, and even its own flag. The population remains exclusively Afrikaner, and the community is focused on sustainable living, with an emphasis on self-reliance and local governance. The town's long-term goal is to expand its population and land holdings, creating a larger Afrikaner cultural homeland within South Africa.